During their 6 seasons in the sport, Haas F1 Team has been through several peaks and troughs. From reaching the dizzying heights of 5th in the Constructors' Championship to earning a dismal 3 points and being shrouded by controversy, Haas has certainly made its mark on Formula One. But recently, rumours have circulated that owner Gene Haas is considering selling the team to Russian oligarch businessman Dmitry Mazepin. In this video, we'll discuss what caused Haas's fall from grace and if the team is likely to remain in Formula One. Haas was established by NASCAR Cup Series team co-owner Gene Haas in April 2014. Gene is the founder of tool manufacturing firm Haas Automation, which in 2014 had annual revenue of a cool $1 billion. Despite being a motorsports fan, Gene has made it clear that his aim in Formula One is to promote his company. However, his entry into the sport has raised a few eyebrows. Haas was the first American constructor to submit an F1 entry after the failed US F1 project in 2010. Several F1 constructors at the time were also on the verge of collapse, with Caterham and Marussia eventually going into administration. But Haas was smart. To be a team in F1, you must be a constructor, and as the name goes, this means you have to construct certain key elements of the car. However, Haas bought in as many off-the-shelf pieces as possible so they could cost-effectively come into the sport. Haas approached Italian manufacturer Dallara to build their chassis, while steering, transmission and cockpit instrumentation came from Ferrari. And following the collapse of Marussia, Haas purchased the team's Banbury headquarters. Initially, Haas wanted to debut in the 2015 season, but they elected to postpone entry until 2016. This meant the team were unrestricted by testing regulations until they entered Formula One. Things started well for Haas in their debut season. Romain Grosjean came home in 6th place for the first race and finished 5th in the second. 2 years later, Haas secured a stunning 5th place in the Constructors' Championship and achieved their best finish of 4th place in the Austrian Grand Prix. But in 2019, things went desperately wrong for Haas, both on and off the track. The team weren't able to maintain the results their drivers showed in the earlier seasons. Equally troubling was that Haas hadn't obtained a title sponsor. From 2016 to 2019, the team was effectively sponsored by Haas Automation, having received only minimal funding from partners Jack and Jones and Richard Mille. But that year, the US team was offered a lifeline. In a multi-year deal, British energy drink company Rich Energy became the title sponsor of Haas. But information on Rich Energy and its energy drink were very limited. Due to this, the company was the subject of controversy, particularly regarding the existence of its product, and it wasn't long before problems came to light. According to Gene in Drive to Survive, Rich Energy was due to pay out £59.7 million in sponsorship across the season, but failed to meet the payments. During the year, Rich Energy also faced legal issues, including plagiarism. It soon emerged Rich Energy CEO William Storey and the company's shareholders were at loggerheads over the sponsorship deal with Haas. But things took a turn for the worse 4 days before the British Grand Prix. In July 2019, Rich Energy Twitter account announced the sponsorship deal with Haas had been terminated, citing poor performance. This was later denied by Haas and Rich Energy shareholders. It was claimed the tweet was the result of a rogue individual who they were seeking to remove from all executive responsibilities. Documents later filed in the UK Companies House revealed Storey was no longer associated with the company, and its name had changed from Rich Energy to Lightning Volt. Storey said on Twitter the next day he had sold the majority stake in the company out of disgust at the conduct of duplicitous minority stakeholders. In September that year, a day after the Italian Grand Prix, Rich Energy announced the termination of the deal with Haas F1 with immediate effect. For the 2020 season, Haas once again had no title sponsor and achieved their worst result yet, finishing with just 3 points in the Constructors' Championship. Perhaps unsurprisingly, Haas made huge changes for their 2021 season. They swapped the experience of Romain Grosjean and Kevin Magnussen for a rookie lineup. Haas gave their first seat to Mick Schumacher, an F2 champion and Ferrari Junior. Nikita Mazepin secured the second seat, with his father bringing significant financial backing to the team, becoming their title sponsor. Uralkali is run by Mazepin's billionaire father, Dmitry Mazepin. The company is a potash fertilizer producer and exporter. With such wealth being brought into the team, rumours last October and this April reported Gene would sell his Haas F1 team to Mazepin. But this has been denied, and for good reason too. Haas joined Formula One's other 9 teams in committing to the sport by signing the new 2021 to 2025 Concord Agreement, which sets down the commercial arrangements between them, the championship, and its governing body. As part of their vision for the future, Haas has focused their resources on the 2022 car, which means the VF21 will go underdeveloped. Haas also chose not to spend its 2 development tokens, as the team believed it was pointless to invest in the short term. They will not develop the VF21 through the season, having committed their aerodynamic testing work to the new technical rules coming into force next year. Team principal Gunther Steiner said, "It's no secret that the VF21 will not be developed, as we focus our energies now on the 2022 car, and what we hope will be a more level playing field." However, one positive of Haas's decision is it can now apply all its aerodynamic testing allowance to the 2022 rules. A new system also gives teams tighter aero restrictions the more successful they are. This should mean that Haas is able to complete more aerodynamic testing for their 2022 car than any other team. What do you think of Haas? Do you think the new budget cap will help the team? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Until next time.